They changed it. I love it.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
They changed it.
That's funny.
I called it.
Actions?
What it do, baby? It's your boy Baki back with another one. They finally released the full official trailer for Superman. We're not going to watch no out of context clip this time. So hopefully this is much better than what I saw before, just from my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing good things, though, even from the people who didn't like the last trailer, which tells me it's just how the trailer was. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys before. But yeah, so let's get into it. I don't want to waste your time.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
I like that already.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
I like that
Recently,
already.
You've come under a lot of fire for what some
it's
might.
a lot of fire,
It's a
but-
lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny.
We'll talk about it.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States will
representing
cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
We'll see that a little bit.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Much better. That was great.
You have a dog?
It is not Supergirl's dog. Confirmed. So there goes that theory. Dog still acting like an idiot. Okay, first off, first impressions. That was much better of a trailer than what we got before. That gave us much more context, and in that 3 minutes, that got me excited to go see the movie. I was gonna go see it anyway in theaters, but that got me much more excited for it than whatever the hell they did prior to that. Let's get into this trailer a little bit though. So I love that we're already past this point with the whole like they don't know who he is, or Lois doesn't know who he is. They're already at the point where, you know, he's like, shit, you can interview me as Superman. She's like, what? Okay. You know what I mean? So she knows, you know, so I love that. And I kind of already knew that anyway, but I didn't realize how deep it was going to go. And I love that the interview didn't go his way. And she's still being a reporter, right? Lois is still doing her thing right now. And she's not just like being biased because she's in love with Superman, you know, or Clark. She's actually doing her due diligence, asking the tough questions that need to be asked for the world to be able to understand it from a, you know, from like a reporter's perspective, right? So I think that already is a great aspect. Second off, this guy is a great looking Clark Kent. I think that's pretty sick. Like he looks great as Clark, I think, personally. Something I noticed, I think they took the blink away.
What some
It's a
might.
lot of
It's a lot.
They did. I told you. I called that shit. I'm gonna put that in the video. Dang. He threw a straight can at his head. Superman should not blink right there, though. That's actually stupid. I called it. I said when the first trailer came out and they showed him blink, I said that makes no sense that he would blink right there. I said, one, he wouldn't feel it. And somebody was like, well, it's not that he's blinking because this. It says because I was like, he wouldn't. A can? He's not flinching from a can.
For what some
It's a
might.
lot of
It's a lot.
They changed it. I love
Today, the
it.
Secretary of Defense said
love
he was
it.
going to look into your actions.
They changed it.
That's funny.
I called
My
it.
actions? I stopped a war.
I called it.
Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah.
that looked a little weird to me. That's something else I noticed. Is I don't know if that's like his face looked a little. I don't know what was up with that right there. I mean, I could be tripping. Looks like rubbery or something. Right there? Like, is that the same person? He looks like an Animorph. I mean, maybe that's just how he looks. I don't know. He looks weird right there. It looks like I don't know. I need to get another just clear shot of him again real quick. Yeah, I don't know, bro. He looks like a fucking Animorph right there or something when that fire hits. Yeah, no, they gotta do something right there. That doesn't look good. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Or does he look like a frog or something? Like, hold on. Yeah, something going on, bro. You look weird as hell right there. I don't like that. And then it looks normal, like right at the end, you know? Like, I don't know. I guess he's missing his brow or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, he looks strange right there. So yeah, you know, they still got a little bit. That's the one thing I was gonna say that I didn't really like is the CGI looks weird. So if you didn't know, this brother right here, plays what is his name? Rick Flag. Rick Flag Sr. That's what it was.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Even in this shot, I don't know why. It looks so weird. July? Okay. I don't know why. You think this is CGI? FOV? Bro, it's more than FOV. His head looks floaty almost. I don't know. I still think it looks good though. But again, that doesn't mean that the movie's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? There's questionable fucking CGI and fucking Infinity War and an Endgame. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I love those movies too. So
Hey, buddy.
I'm just here to point out the trailer. Remember that. I already gave you my opinion. First impressions. I thought it looked good. We are now analyzing it. These motherfuckers don't be paying attention to this shit in the motherfucking YouTube videos. Don't forget, focus. Okay, we're looking at scene by scene. No. This looks cool. So this is who slices up all his bots, and he gonna cry about that. He gonna be sad. Like, no, he killed them. Ooh, I like this. He kind of got a little bit of Gene Hackman vibe going on right here. Okay. I like it. I actually really like the look of him right here. Like, he looked like a motherfucking Mac, bro.
Choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Mr. Terrific shit looks cool as hell, dude. I can't wait to see some Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is so cool. He's one of the few characters that doesn't get a lot of love. And that's, again, what excites me about James Gunn is he knows comics, bro. This guy reads comics every day. Like, this movie's gonna be... I hope this movie's 3.5 fucking hours long.
Except that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
So that's not who I thought it is. Metamorpho. Is that who y'all talking about? Metamorpho? I was talking about Morph from like X-Men. That might be, I guess so, yeah, huh? That looks like what he's doing. That looks crazy. See, some of the CGI I think looks really good. But I think it's just a problem of like when the movie becomes so heavy on CGI, sometimes you lose some of that shit. Not to say this is or isn't, because I don't know how it was filmed, you know? But I just feel like the more CGI you add, the more like they have to keep working on these shots for hours and 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 hours. Way more than you do in like, you know, just posting like editing some shit through. So I think it's good. I'm more excited about this. I just like dialogue. This is the most exciting part of the whole entire trailer for me, was the beginning. When she's asking all the hard questions and he's firing back and trying to give his opinion. That's my favorite part of the whole entire movie or trailer for me. If that hopefully there's a lot of that and it's not just that little slivet, you know. My only worry is there's just so much to introduce here. I don't know how they're going to introduce it all. Like I said, if this movie's 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think it's too unwieldy. I think there's almost going to be too much going on. But if it's like 240, 245, I could definitely see it being that way. And say what you want, but it still has a lot of fucking, in my opinion, a lot of Zack Snyder shit like involved in it, with or without noticing it, honestly. Like the shit I always say about Snyder shit is a lot of his shit you could freeze and then you could literally just go like that and you could take a screenshot of it and it would be like it was in a comic book and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of that shit in Snyder World. And also the political climate of what is happening seems to be very similar to what Snyder was trying to do, where he's asking the question of like, if Superman does these things and goes to other places to, you know, stop wars or stop events from happening and saves lives, like who's responsible when the mistakes happen? Who's responsible? You know what I mean? They're asking those kind of questions, you know what I'm saying? So it's still very similar in that aspect. I think the big difference here is the fact that we have the ensemble cast is kind of what worries me again, because again, for the first movie, I get it though. Like, you know, I'm gonna let James Gunn cook. I'm still gonna watch it, but for me, I would much rather have a much more personal. Like, there's just almost too many characters that I just don't. I mean, look, he's got a fucking. I mean, think about how many scenes we've seen or how many characters we've seen. Right? We got Superman. We got fucking Lois. Right? We're gonna have some fucking random war. We got fucking. See, like, and they almost have to introduce this man in some kind of way that's elaborate, because who here in chat or in YouTube has seen Creature Commandos? Most of you motherfuckers haven't even seen this motherfucker yet. And what's crazy is he looks nothing like. Is he actually Rick Flag? Or am I tripping? He is? But he doesn't look. This is how this nigga looks in Creature Commandos. Wait. Nah. I'm not letting that fly. You telling me that was the best similarity you could do? Am I tripping? Or is that like not even trying? His hair is the opposite fucking way, for Christ's sake. This nigga's ain't even here. Where the fuck is the and why ain't they spray it gray? What the fuck? Like, see, that's what I'm saying, man, is like, that's gonna be my whole thing with this whole James Gunn universe. Not to even rag on the movie anymore. I'm done with the movie, but just to finish this off real quick, because this is a pretty long video. You know, the whole James Gunn thing is like, dude, if the continuity isn't going to stay somewhat solid between you making it animated, making games, and making it movies, and then you're just having different iterations of these characters come out, but it's the same voice actor, like, it's not going to feel the same. So, like, if this is what Rick Flag Sr. looks like, what's Frankenstein going to look like? You know what I mean? Like now I'm kind of worried, because I didn't realize this motherfucker. I realized he was him, but I thought he was going to have the gray. I thought when I was seeing pictures of him, I thought it was just him getting to set. Like when they showed pictures of him walking around, I was like, oh, he's just getting to set. He probably just get there because he had a black shirt on. He didn't have the vest on in like the pictures, the early pictures I saw. So I thought he was just getting to set. They just gave this man a vest and said, get to work. But again, the first minute of this looks absolutely incredible. That's what I'm more interested in the whole movie as a whole, is asking those questions of what is Superman allowed to do, because he has the ability to do everything, but in a world where there's so many rules and sanctions and countries and everybody has different beliefs and systems, and you can't just jump in and do anything you fucking want when you have the ability to, or can you? You know what I'm saying? Do you want him to save lives? Do you not want him to save lives? Oh, you want him to stop tsunamis and shit, but when you're doing human shit and killing each other, then he can't get involved. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I like that they're asking that question, because that was one of the first comic books that happened in Superman. Was Superman is being Superman. He's just Clark Kent, you know what I mean? And then he is Superman. He's done a couple things, and there's a big war going on between two countries and people are fucking dying. So what Superman does is he grabs boxing gloves, he grabs one dude and he runs him across the whole entire battlefield, like to the other country, and fucking brings him in front of the other fucking leader, and he gives them both boxing gloves and says, whoever fucking wins this fight fucking wins the war, bro. And they're like, we're not about to fucking fight. Like, I'm not about to fight this motherfucker, bro. Like, he's like, but you're fucking killing people. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a simple way to solve such a, like, complicated ass, like, human problem that we have, where we're willing to murder each other over shit, but, like, the leaders wouldn't even scrap each other. You know what I'm saying? If they fucking had the opportunity. So it's like, that's the kind of Superman writing I like, you know, where you're asking those questions of like, man, if Superman could do anything, he could solve shit in very different ways than you fucking think he could, besides just like punching everything. You know what I'm saying? There's very, very different ways that he can go about solving the world or giving the world hope or inspiration, rather than like Batman or any other character, honestly. And that's what I really, really enjoy about Superman as a whole, you know. Guess looks good, man. CGI a little wonky. There was something at the end I wanted to point out. All right, this is the end of this recording, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one.